Hello and welcome everyone. Thank you for joining us tonight. I'm Adam Cellini. Topping our news tonight, a major wreck on I-75 in Northport involving several cars, including a car hauler semi. The accident leaving 3 people dead. All lanes southbound on I-75 near mile marker 177 are back open now after traffic was redirected for nearly 9 hours from the interstate onto Toledo Blade and onto US 41 to Veterans Boulevard before returning to the interstate. The Florida Highway Patrol responded to that crash around 5 this morning. Troopers say 3 people died at the scene, with at least 2 more taken to the hospital for known injuries. The names of the victims still have not been released. Troopers are still actively investigating that accident. Hundreds marching for equality through the streets of downtown Sarasota today. That demonstration blocking streets, causing some traffic congestion and attracting local law enforcement. ABC 7's Erica Jackson was at the rally for transgender rights and tells us why the group is trying to spread awareness.
Hundreds of people, some from as far as Miami, came together today to bring awareness to transgender issues. The group fighting for equality in public places and during their most private moments. The protesters are against President Donald Trump's reversal of his predecessor's bathroom policy. President Obama had instructed public schools to let transgender students use the bathroom matching their chosen identity. But some don't think there's a need for compromise for the small transgender population.
There's one solution that would work for everyone, and that's have a men's bathroom, have a women's bathroom, let trans people pick which one they want to be in, also have a gender-neutral bathroom.
You're talking about 0.003% of the population. So I'm supposed to give up my privacy in the bathroom for a few people.
Their message was shared loud and clear. The protesters rallied on the sidewalk and through the crosswalks at the intersection of Main Street and Orange Avenue, causing some backup. Activists plan to attend Sarasota County School Board meeting on Tuesday to bring attention to trans issues in local schools. Reporting in downtown Sarasota, Erica Jackson, ABC 7, your Suncoast News.
All right, thank you very much, Erica. And now an update on the investigation of a deadly plane crash in East Manatee County last night. Detectives say they have identified one of the 2 victims. The crash happened yesterday afternoon within 30 minutes of taking off from Sarasota Bradenton International Airport. Witnesses say the small twin-engine plane came down near the intersection of State Road 62 and Highway 37 out in the town of Duet. Investigators are waiting to release the victim's name pending the notification of his or her family. The crash caused an explosion and 30 acres of brush fires as well that were eventually contained without damage to nearby buildings. And now let's head over to Wendy Ross for a first check on that local weather. Wendy, a windy day out there today.
It certainly was. It continues to be a windy night as well. Those winds now coming in out of the east at 17 miles per hour. The temperature at this hour 72 degrees. So it's very comfortable out there with those low dew points and humidity levels in the 40s right now. And we are going to continue to see some very nice weather throughout the evening hours. We're going to be getting our temperatures down into the 60s by 11 o'clock. And just partly cloudy skies will be the rule for the overnight time period. You can see that we're going to see our temperatures getting down into the 50s, but you'll be sound asleep by that time. And what we are looking at are a few clouds beginning to move in from the Gulf of Mexico. We still have some showers developing along the east coast of Florida, but that's where those showers are staying. We don't have to worry about any of that wet weather over here for tonight. So expect to see partly cloudy skies, and we'll let you know what you can expect for tomorrow's forecast. And when is this wind going to stop? We'll find out in just a few minutes. Adam.
All right, thank you very much, Wendy. Well, are you looking for a job? Manatee County Area Transit is hiring full-time bus operators to transport people throughout the county due to a growing need. Last year, officials brought the shortage of drivers to the attention of county commissioners, who then expanded the number of positions available. Qualified applicants must be able to maintain existing service levels, possess a Class B commercial driver's license, and must pass a Department of Transportation physical. All new drivers will also undergo a 6-week training program. And if that position doesn't suit you or you're looking for something in Sarasota County, this Wednesday, Sarasota County's Human Resources will be holding a job fair from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. at the Northport Public Library. Representatives from various county divisions and departments will be in attendance to assist candidates in completing applications and answering questions about current and future job opportunities. Manatee County hitting the ground running today with the Take Stock in Children 5 and 10K races. Runners and walkers staying healthy and active while doing their part to raise money for education. The elementary, middle, or high school with the highest number of participants today was awarded a Take Stock mentor and scholarship for the student of their choice.
It's fun. It's really hard if you don't do it, but once you're out here, it's really fun and it's inspirational and everyone's really happy and it feels really good.
People that donated and came out and ran, our school would get a scholarship. And so I put myself in that position, figured, you know, if I were to be in that position to get a free scholarship without even knowing about it, why wouldn't I?
Take Stock in Children has served over 16,000 children throughout the 67 counties in Florida. And the fun continuing with a religious holiday celebration here on the Sun Coast. The Temple Emmanuel holding a Purim Pandemonium celebration and carnival with a bounce house, dunk tank, dual slide fun house, and carnival booths with plenty of prizes to win.
So while part of Purim is celebration, we're having songs, we're having a reading, we're having a play, we're having a carnival, it's also a time to remember those who are in need in the community and to try to perform acts of community service and acts of generosity to help them as well.
Purim is celebrated every spring to commemorate the Jewish people's victory over an evil Persian conqueror. Another family-friendly event taking place at Nathan Benderson Park today, a chalk drawing competition along with face painting and opportunities to learn how to paddle, row, or stand-up paddleboard. All part of those festivities. The goal was to raise awareness for the World Rowing Championships that will be taking place at Nathan Benderson Park in just a few months, bringing 1,700 athletes from 60 countries to compete.
It's been really fun. It's an amateur contest, but there are people here that take it a little bit more seriously than others. We have rowing and chalking and all kinds of things going on, and it's all open and free to the public.
The World Rowing Championships will begin in September. Big day for jazz lovers as well. The first day of a week-long celebration of jazz music. The 37th annual Sarasota Jazz Festival kicking off in Sarasota, featuring the musical stylings of the Greg Nielsen Band, Old Souls, and the Pineview High School Band.
Our scholarship fund we give out every May, and that is for leading students in the industry of music that are going on to college to pursue that wonderful career.
I think it's interesting that they got college bands and the high school band was here earlier. I heard from my neighbors. That's kind of nice that they're giving the kids a forum to display their music.
The annual festival is being dedicated to a local jazz legend who will be celebrating his 90th birthday. Well, still to come here on ABC 7, a presidential bombshell. President Donald Trump's recent wiretapping accusation raising questions mostly about where such a claim may have originated. That and more when we return.
I won cash for life from the Florida lottery! So I get $1,000 a day every day for the rest of my life. Day 1, bought a pony, we're best buds. Day 7, this is crazy! Another day, another grand. This one's on me. Then Mom said, better save some. And another grand, share the love. I don't even play this thing, but I got a bunch. And another grand, and another grand, another grand, another grand. Let's do it again tomorrow.
With a prize of $1,000 a day for life, the new Cash for Life draw game is your ticket to a grand day every day.
What does it mean when New South Window says Factory Direct?
It means we have a factory.
It means we eliminate the middleman.
It means you get an award-winning, energy-efficient window at factory direct prices.
Plus, New South windows are made in Florida.
Fort Florida Home.
By Florida workers.
Because we know Florida weather.
Right now, buy 2 windows, get the 3rd free, plus our lifetime warranty. New South Window, we manufacture, we install, we guarantee. Call now.
Attention, Americans eligible for Medicare. Are you getting all the benefits you're entitled to? Did you know there may be money available to lower your medical prescription costs? Call Health Markets and we'll tell you if you qualify.
Hi, I'm Dr. Martin Jeetsi. It's a new Medicare year. That means more changes and more confusion. The key question is, what can you do now to ensure you get the care you need in the coming year?
Call Health Markets today. You may qualify to save money on prescriptions. We'll help you find plans that may cost less, cover more, and could even lower your prescription costs to increase your savings. We help you find all the benefits you're entitled to, and we do it at no cost.
Make sure you have what you need to get the care that's right for you.
Find out if you qualify to receive extra help with your prescriptions. Call the number on the screen now. Representatives are standing by.
Attention, this is an important message for anyone who has taken Xarelto or Pradaxa. If you or a loved one took the blood thinner medication Xarelto or Pradaxa and was then hospitalized for internal bleeding, you may be entitled to significant compensation. Xarelto and Pradaxa have been linked to serious, even fatal internal bleeding. If you suffered a stroke, heart attack, or serious internal bleeding, or if a loved one died after taking Xarelto or Pradaxa, call us now. Our network of attorneys have years of experience fighting the big pharmaceutical companies and is ready to fight for you. Potential claims are being reviewed for users of Xarelto or Pradaxa who have suffered severe bleeding or hemorrhaging, stroke, or even death. Our network of experienced attorneys is ready to fight for you. You won't pay a thing unless your case is settled. Call today for a free confidential consultation. Don't fight this alone.
Please call 800-928-6604. That is 800-928-6604.
It's president versus president. Donald Trump leveling claims that President Obama had ordered secret Nixon-Watergate-style surveillance of Trump Tower during the campaign. Now the accusations opening questions about where President Trump got his information and whether it happened at all. ABC's David Wright is in West Palm Beach with more.
President Trump back in Washington after igniting a political firestorm this weekend.
If this happened, if this is accurate, this is the biggest overreach and the biggest scandal.
Trump's bombshell spelled out in a series of tweets Saturday morning, accusing his predecessor of spying on his campaign. Trump said Obama had my wires tapped in Trump Tower just before victory, but cited no evidence. And Sunday, the White House was still offering no proof, instead calling for a congressional investigation.
If this happened, Martha,
if.
I agree.
Why is the president saying it did happen?
Look, I think he is going off of information that he's seen that has led him to believe that this is a very real potential.
Now the White House says there will be no further comment on the allegations until Congress investigates. Even members of Trump's own party are left confused.
I'm not sure what it is he is talking about.
At this point, I've seen no evidence of what he's alleged.
I've seen no evidence of the allegations.
But former Director of National Intelligence James Clapper says if a wiretap like that had existed, he would have known.
There was no such wiretap activity mounted against the president-elect at the time, or as a candidate, or against his campaign.
The President of the United States does not have the authority to unilaterally order the wiretapping of an American citizen.
Some Democrats say the president's Twitter rant may have been calculated to change the subject. The White House is eager to end the focus on contacts between the Russian ambassador and at least 5 top Trump advisors.
The president, you know, is the deflector in chief. Anything to change the subject from where the heat is.
David Wright, ABC News, West Palm Beach.
And the FBI is investigating whether there was a possible agreement between Russian spies and the Trump campaign. If there was a wiretap in that case, actual evidence would have to be provided to obtain approval from a special panel of federal judges, not the White House. No U.S. official contacted by ABC News would confirm Trump's allegation that Trump Tower was bugged by the FBI. Meanwhile, administration officials say that the president could sign a new travel ban into effect as early as tomorrow. One official says the signing would be at the Department of Homeland Security, but plans could still change. The new executive order will replace the old one that is currently stalled in federal courts. The previous order banned travelers from 7 majority Muslim countries from coming to the U.S. and banned entry to all refugees. Sources say the new ban will not affect green card holders and people who already have visas. New York Governor Andrew Cuomo is visiting Israel amid a recent rash of anti-Semitic crimes in the U.S. Bomb threats have been called into Jewish community centers, and tombstones have been vandalized in Jewish cemeteries in 3 states. Police in New York are now investigating damage from a 4th attack.
The lesson from the past is whenever you see discrimination starting, do everything you can to tamp it out at that moment. And that is exactly what we're doing. And to the extent the forces in the United States would like to see us separate from the Jewish community, I'm saying let's do the exact opposite. Let's do a visit. Let's have a cultural exchange.
On Saturday, a former journalist was arrested on accusations that he made threats against at least 8 Jewish institutions. 31-year-old Juan Thompson was taken into custody in St. Louis. Federal officials say the threats were part of his attempt to intimidate a woman after their relationship had ended. Survivors of the Pulse nightclub massacre and the families of the victims will receive a second payout from the One Orlando Fund. The fund's board of directors decided late Friday to distribute $1.3 million in additional contributions made since September. The fund already has distributed $29.5 million for 305 claims. The city of Orlando created that fund to help the families of 49 people killed and the patrons who were inside that club when Omar Mateen opened fire on June 12th. Well, Wendy, we were talking about the wind earlier. Are you a kite surfer?
Oh, that's what I wish I had
else?
done today. I wish I had flown a kite. It would have been the perfect day to do it. Yeah. There were times where I thought that I could actually, if I had just spread my wings, I could have
just
flown.
Take off.
Holy moly.
Yeah,
it was really coming out. We were seeing it coming in out of the east. Up to 30 miles per hour in some cases. I mean, that was really strong today. So we saw that. We also saw very warm temperatures. Our readings were a little bit warmer than yesterday. 80 degrees, 58 for the overnight low. So we're going to continue to see this warmer than normal situation for the next couple of days. 75 degrees is normally what we should be seeing for this time of the year, and 56 the overnight low. And we're going to see our temperatures tonight get back down into the 50s. 72 right now. Dew point at 47 degrees, and the humidity is very comfortable, 41%. Those winds are still strong, not as strong as we experienced earlier today. Winds are coming in out of the east at around 17 miles per hour. And once again, those rain showers are staying right here, very widely scattered, just a few of them coming in off the Atlantic. And we're getting some partly cloudy skies right here along the west coast, but the rain is staying away from us. So we're not expecting to see any showers developing for the rest of tonight, but it's the winds. Oh my goodness. Look, they're going to be strong again tomorrow. We could see wind gusts of up to 25 miles per hour, 29 miles per hour in Bradenton and Sarasota. So that's forecast to continue. And then again, Tuesday morning, we could see some strong winds right here at the coastline. It's going to be a little bit of a lessening over the central part of the state, but by the afternoon hours, things finally begin to calm down and get back to normal. So today we saw those winds coming in out of the east, and that's what helped to bring about these showers. We're going to see the same thing developing tomorrow, but we're going to keep the rain out of the west coast of Florida for another day. And then by Wednesday, there's the possibility of a stray shower coming on through as a cold front, a very weak one, starts to come down across the southeast and could be affecting our area. We still have that high pressure system that we're looking at. We'll see some showers developing by Tuesday across the southeast, and eventually some of these rains are going to try to make their way through here, but this is a very weak cold front coming through. So by Wednesday, maybe a stray shower. That's going to be about it. So we've got a similar forecast that we had today on Monday. What you saw today, we'll see again tomorrow. Breezy conditions once again, and those temperature highs near 80 degrees, and some places may of course get up to 80 degrees. So if you're heading out to the beach tomorrow, that small craft advisory stays in effect. Winds will be in out of the east at 20 knots, seas 2 to 3 feet, and it's going to be choppy out on the bay and inland waters. And we're going to see our temperature warm up a little bit, 78 degrees at the beach, 71 degrees for the Gulf water temperature. Tonight it's going to be breezy, once again partly cloudy skies, an overnight low of 58 degrees. Windy tomorrow, mostly sunny with temperatures very close to 80 once again. And over the next couple of days, we keep those temperatures above normal. That stray shower could come in by Wednesday. Adam?
Now, sports.
That win not really helping out offense for spring training games today. Our Suncoast teams getting 2 wins and 1 loss in their battles this afternoon. The Orioles able to hold off a split squad Phillies team. Darren O'Day gets the win for Baltimore. He struck out 2 in the 7th. And first-year catcher Wellington Castillo goes 1 for 2 with an RBI double. The Rays beat the Blue Jays in Dunedin. Minor leaguer Hunter Wood gets that win after striking out 1 in the 7th. And former first-round pick Casey Gillespie picked up an RBI in his only at-bat. The Pirates lose by a run against the Yankees today. Clay Holmes, who finished in Double-A last year, had an impressive 4 strikeouts in 2 innings for Pittsburgh. The Pirates will play the Yankees again in Bradenton tomorrow afternoon. And our fans of the day today, brother and sister Anthony and Avery Lynn from Lakewood Ranch. Great photo. You guys acting like you love each other. We love it. And don't forget, you too can be our fan of the day. Just send us in a photo of yourself at one of the Orioles games to the email pix@mysuncoast. That's pix@mysuncoast.com. Well, Florida State locked up the number 2 seed in next week's ACC tournament after beating Miami last night. Several Florida teams are expected to solidify their spot in the tournament as we enter Conference Championship Week. Florida is also the 2 seed in the SEC tournament, and the University of Miami will play Tuesday as the 9th seed in the loaded ACC. ESPN predicts all these teams and Florida Gulf Coast will represent the state in the Big Dance. We'll know for sure after Selection Sunday, a week from today. But Jacksonville State said skip the predictions. We're punching our own ticket. The Gamecocks beating UT Martin last night to win the Ohio Valley Conference Championship. That makes them the first official team in the country to clinch a spot in the tourney. And they have been a Cinderella story all season, and this will be Jacksonville State's first ever trip to the Big Dance. Congratulations, guys. Well, many thought it wasn't possible, but an NFL prospect has broken the Combine's 40-yard dash record with a blazing time of 4.22 seconds. John Ross, a wide receiver from Washington, is hoping his record time will turn into dollars when that NFL draft rolls around later this year. The previous record, 4.24, was set in 2008 by Florida native Chris Johnson, who went on to break an NFL record in 2009 with 2,509 all-purpose yards as a running back with the Tennessee Titans. Ross told media he planned to run below 4.3. Well, mission accomplished. More to come here on ABC 7. Stay with us.
Just go do it. Go do it. If you're not in control, then who is? Live above the influence.
I am a veteran. My victory was finding the strength to be a champion.
My victory is having a job I can be proud of.
At DAV, we help veterans get the benefits they've earned.
My victory was finishing my education.
My victory was getting help to put our lives back together.
DAV provides veterans with a lifetime of support.
My victory is being there for my family.
Help us support more victories for veterans. Go to DAV.org.
Here's something we bet you didn't know. Nearly half of all cancers can be prevented. That's right, half. Nearly 50%, mostly by making small everyday changes in your diet and controlling your weight, walking more, eating less, and eating foods that help you and your family to seriously reduce the risk of cancer. And of course, by not smoking. Visit the Cancer Prevention Together We Can website and get a free 30-day planner filled with tips, recipes, stats, and more about protecting your family. Go to prevent50.org.
The official Suncoast Storm team at ABC 7. We're here for you. Florida's last private island is a waterfront lifestyle like no other. This is Harbor Isle, just 5 minutes from the sugar sand beaches of Anna Maria Island. This sun-splashed paradise invites you to enjoy natural adventures and all the recreation of a tropical resort. Island coach homes and waterfront condos are now available from the high 400s, plus incredible savings on move-in ready homes. Come tour 6 designer models. This is the time of your life. Make it island time at Harbor Isle. Go to mintofla.com now.
Attention blood clot filter patients. Surgically implanted blood clot filters are potentially life-threatening. Some filters are prone to breaking, resulting in pieces of the filter moving through the body and causing internal bleeding. If you had surgery to implant a blood clot filter, you may be entitled to a cash award, even if you haven't suffered side effects yet. Call the Gold Shield Group now, 888-747-5291, to see if you qualify for a cash award, 888-747-5291.
X-Men spin-off Logan dominating the box office this weekend with an $85.3 million debut, a feat far exceeding expectations and ranking among the top March debuts ever. Meanwhile, Jordan Peele's race relations thriller Get Out took the #2 spot, racking up $26.1 million, and at #3, faith-based drama The Shack, earning $16.1 million in its first weekend. Well, if you needed your weekend dose of cute puppies, you can skip Facebook. We got you covered. 4 shelter dogs found their forever homes after their debut as ball boys at the Brazilian Open tennis tournament last year. And this weekend, 6 more dogs will be looking to get adopted and show off their own ball fetching skills during the 2 days of the tournament.
They actually fetch the ball and give it back to the ball boy, right? They don't run off.
I mean, it's a tryout, so hopefully they don't. They really got to show their stuff. But also a quality I'm looking for, you know, in a dog.
Yes.
So
yes.
It's good promotion.
that is the best. That is the best. I'm so glad to hear about that.
I don't know how they wrangle them all in on a court like that. If I were to bring a dog to a tennis match, it'd be just barking for 2 hours.
Pure entertainment. I think it's fantastic. I just think it's great. Well, enjoy the night tonight because it's going to be another beautiful night.
Are you a soccer mom or dad? Regardless of their age or experience level, when your kids play soccer or any other sport, there's one person on the sideline who is key to help recognize and seek medical care for sports-related concussion. It's you. You need to know the signs and symptoms of concussion, and you need to act if you think your child has been injured. Remember, when in doubt, sit them out. To learn more, go to cdc.gov/concussion. 1001, 1002, 1003, 1004.